For those of you who are just following us, we had a brand new transmission installed with new control cables and a new damper plate. And when it came time to take out the boat and see how it operates, encountered a lot of difficulties, extreme loss of power.
Now, there's something on the propeller. It's not this. No, there's something not right here.
Wasn't sure why that was, so we began the process of troubleshooting to figure it out. The first thing we realized was that the ratio of the new transmission, which is the replacement for the old transmission, which is not made anymore because it's an old boat from 1983. I then also thought, gee, maybe there's something fouling the propeller. So the next challenge was to see if we could take a look at the propeller without diving into water that's got alligators in it. So we came up with a plan to put a GoPro on the end of a stick. It looks like not only is the propeller pretty fouled, which would make it understandable why even in reverse, where the ratio is not as great, we've lost some power. In forward, where the ratio is significantly different, we really hardly have any power at all. So it looks like we need to clean the hull and probably get a new propeller. So I have the following challenges. Number one, how do I clean the hull and the propeller that's existing on there now without getting eaten by an alligator? Hey everybody, how you doing? First I want to thank all you guys for your comments, and on one hand that's really great because it gives me lots to think about. It can also be kind of confusing but I do see a theme, and I think the best advice I've gotten is for me to contact a propeller place and talk to them about, the situation. So stay tuned, and at the end of the video you'll see the decision that I've made. Here's a hint, spoiler alert. I'm getting the boat really well cleaned. The hull's going to be cleaned and the propeller cleaned because I need to try one more time to see if I can operate this boat more effectively with a completely clean propeller and a clean bottom hull. Check it out, and thanks for watching the video, and we'll see how we get to the end of this process so we can move forward. And again, appreciate all your guys' input. Keep sending your comments, and sometimes it takes me a while to respond or to even get them posted because things have been kind of hectic. I don't know about any of you, but it seems like this last month has been a bit chaotic. I don't know if you can relate to that or if things are going smooth for you, but it's just been kind of a crazy month. So I'm hoping that things are going to shift into a little more of a, easy, peaceful way. So, all right, talk to you soon. How do I go about even finding out what is the proper propeller diameter and the proper pitch size for my engine and for the weight of our vessel? Sounds like there's a lot more to research and learn. So in the meantime, I figured, doing the research on my computer, I can do something practical. Time to finally inspect my steering. So I made a list of some of the main propeller makers, and I called them up and told them the situation as far as the horsepower of my engine, the new ratio of my transmission, the make and model of the boat, and all the different specs that they wanted to begin to get a sense of what's going on and what do I need to do.
Vin, my name's Kelsey, West by North Industries, about a propeller for your Moody 34.
Yeah, with a 30 horse motor, you should be running a 3-blade anyway, a 34 horse. 2 blades kind of a waste. All right, I'm going to have to set this up and run some numbers.
Yeah.
So I calculate, this is a full hydrodynamic sizing to answer your question.
Right, okay.
Oh, yeah. From 1.8 to 2.1 isn't that big of a difference. It's 1 inch difference in pitch. It's not that big a deal.
Okay.
The thing I'm saying is, what you did do, it may have been overloading the engine. I don't know. I would expect it was with a 1.8 to 1 and a 15 by 12. So that is a 3,000 RPM engine. Wondering if in flat water you're able to get 3,000 or...
No, I never even needed to go. I think the most I ever had it was 2,500.
I understand that completely. I mean, you can set it up however you want. The engine is designed to run at 3,000 RPMs.
Okay.
The propeller should allow it to get there. If it wasn't before, you were overloading the engine and not doing what's right for the longevity of the engine.
Right.
So you can, we can overload it if you want. I can tell you what the difference between the 15 by 12 at 1.8 and the 15 would be to get the same loading of the engine as you had before. That doesn't mean it's right for the engine.
I gotcha. Well, what propeller do you think we would recommend for that?
I mean, that should load up the engine correctly, to be blunt and honest. The 15 by 12 2-blade should do the right thing for that engine.
Well, I'm getting the hull cleaned on Tuesday morning really good, and the propeller, making sure it's clean down there. So maybe I'm losing some power because it's more foul than I thought.
You're going to lose 30% of the boat speed. If the hull's covered and the prop is covered, you'll lose 30% of what you had before just from growth.
Right, okay.
You're loading the engine less than you did before, but you're loading it more correctly.
Really? Okay. Well, that's good to know. So I may not even need a new prop if I just need to clean the old one.
Yeah, I would try that first before you start spending money.
I hear you. So it's not like it needs a 3-blade 15 by 12.
Well, the advantage of the 3-blade is punching into heavy wind and heavy seas, it'll keep the boat speed up 30% better than a 2-blade does.
Okay. All right.
But if you didn't have problems before with the 2-blade, just going up an inch of pitch would get you back to where you were. And from the fixed blade's perspective, if you want, you can just have somebody bend an inch of pitch into that blade. If you're not happy with how it loads the engine, pull it, have a prop shop bend an inch of pitch into it, and you'd be the difference between that 1.8 to 1 and the 2.1 to 1.
So that would make it a 15 by 13.
15 by 13, exactly.
All right, so tomorrow the boat hull and propeller is going to be cleaned very professionally and thoroughly, and then I'm going to take the boat out again before I move and do anything regarding a new propeller.